Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, give my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. And today, I'm very excited to be checking out the 45th most popular game in all of games right now. That is Dead Throne 2nd Edition. An open world experience filled with adventures. That's all I got. By Sharky Games Ltd. So it's already raised 24,000 of that currency, which I'm blanking on. I even looked it up right before we started. That's pounds. That's pounds because the euro looks like an E. So it's already raised 24,000 pounds, but 70% funded, so it looks like it's going to happen. I'm looking at the main image and I see, an oversized mini, so you're trying to focus on the detail of the mini, but I clearly know that's oversized, so it's like, okay, I get it. There's minis. I will say you showed me the size of the box, which is nice. I'm getting a feel for the thickness by the side. You got a bunch of flags here of where you ship to, and that's good stuff right there. Some information here, which I think pertains to shipping, but I can't really read it from there. I'd love to know the player count, the time length, the age, any awards this won, anything like that. What kind of game is it? Is it cooperative? Is it what are the mechanisms? Open world experience, love to know age and player count. Yeah, agreed. Agreed. Because if this is a solo game, you've immediately got a whole huge boatload of people invested, potentially. And I imagine it is a solo game. Exclusively on Kickstarter. So I guess you're trying to do the fear of the missing out. Like, this is not going to come to retail. You have to get it on Kickstarter. Okay. I think there's other information that might help there, but okay. And this is, so I chose this one specifically because I thought it was kind of interesting. Typically, when you see the 2nd edition of a Kickstarter game, that's typically where you try and hit it big, where you hit those hundreds of thousands of dollars, potentially millions of dollars, because what happens is you sell through your first print run, the buzz gets out, people love the game, and then the people are like, oh, they try that game, they're like, I got to get that when it comes back for the 2nd edition, and then presumably the 2nd edition has better rules and erratas and expansions and this and that and upgrades or what, all the bells and whistles and whatnot. So I was a little bit surprised to see this one not quite hitting the mark, and I'm interested to see what that is. What's up with that? I'd like to know more from the main image, though. But as always, when we go to the video, I'm thinking 3 things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Let's go. 313. Death Throne. Rule the VLS. Showcasing artwork. Like the artwork. Core box. So I can unbox. Oh, show me the thickness. I like this.
Dead Throne is back, and better than ever. We first released Dead Throne 4 years ago. We have now returned, and we're excited to share our 2nd edition. This includes brand new enemies and items that remain on the map.
Oh, so that is actually a really big mini. I thought it was just grossly oversized. And that's why I think if you actually do have something that looks like that's a pretty big mini, I would put it next to other regular size components so I could get a better feel for that. I think that'd be good. But I'm loving this artwork here too. The information on the cards, it looks thematic. Like they managed to make the graphic design look both thematic and helpful, and I love when companies can do that. So I'm really digging the look of this game.
A whole new magic system with new scrolls.
But more importantly, I already know I'm digging it because they showed me what the components look like, and I think that's a great thing to do.
And a brand new rulebook, complete with examples and a fresh layout.
And that's the thing that I was curious about, and I'm glad they mentioned that right from the jump. I think that's a good idea because I do a little bit of research sometimes. I try to go into these blind, but when I check it out on Board Game Geek, I can't help not notice this one. But it was ranked around 15,000, which is really that means that it was more miss than hit for a lot of people once you get up into that range. But when I started to look through some of the comments and stuff, it seemed like it was just the rule booklet was a huge culprit, and it's a rule booklet can ruin a game. But there's a lot of really cool ideas in it. So I like the fact that they spotlighted that, and they're actually showing pages of the rule booklet here. I think that's a great idea.
And of course, a new, more compact box to house your adventures in.
Oh, wow. That, kudos. That was a great shot. That was just fantastic. That was not a shot I was expecting to see there. That's great. That's a... Oof.
You begin by setting up the 10 large, double-sided tiles however you like, but they won't stay like this forever. During gameplay you can twist and even flip the tiles with powerful magic. There are 7 character standees to choose from, which can be upgraded to the awesome miniatures. Each character will collect, steal.
I love the fact that they spotlighted 2 pledge levels. So there's going to be at least 2 pledge levels. There's the base game, where I can get the standees, and then there's presumably going to be the deluxeified one, where I can get these minis and maybe some glass chits or some random nonsense like that going on later on. But the bottom line is, I'm now set up for that. I like that.
And buy items from all around the land, which can be placed on your very own card tray.
I gotta say, whoever did this video, I feel like they did a fantastic job utilizing, I think it was this Tabletop Simulator or Tabletopia, whatever they did this on. Some big company needs to snatch this person up, because this is really well done.
Limited only by the number you have rolled, you move freely around the map, taking any path you choose to and stopping whenever you see fit. With the unique 4+ rule, players can battle each other whilst other players continue the game without delay. No more waiting on others as you focus on your own strategy. More than one battle can be raging at the same time, or you can even join an ongoing battle for maximum carnage. In the core competitive mode, your objective is...
That actually sounds really fascinating to me. And that makes me wonder, so does that differ from the original game? Because it sounded like they were like, oh, downtime sounds like maybe it was an issue, which it could definitely be with these mega epic games. That's really interesting.
Is clear. Collect the unique items your character needs through battles, magic, traps and deceit, and return to the castle to claim victory. But be careful. You now have what the others need. Make sure you are prepared for one final battle to determine your fate. There is never a clear victor until the very end. In the core solo mode, you will roam the land defeating creatures and completing quests to save the people of Lyranor and avoid an untimely death.
Love mentioning the solo.
And in the core co-op mode, you must work together to defend the towns of Lyranor from the relentless horde of creatures led by the mighty dragon Agrimor. But that is only the beginning. With the ability to build and share your own scenarios, there is no limit to the adventures you will discover in Dead Throne. With 4 levels of difficulty and reward, you must traverse the land at your own risk and strategy. Compete for side quests, battle merciless creatures, avoid traps set by your opponents, teleport, conjure, shield yourself, push back, and even manipulate the map itself with 150 powerful scrolls. With endless replayability, multiple modes and scenarios to choose from, and a huge open world map to explore, Dead Throne will be ever present on your table. Help back our Kickstarter and discover the beginnings of a saga in the world of Veles.
Somebody's computer's like, I don't know if I can handle this powerful of a video. That was so well made. This video smashed out of the park. I was not expecting that good of a video. I will be blunt. I'm always very honest. That video completely overwhelmed me massively. And it makes me a little bit, it makes me think that main image, it just doesn't do it. This main description, I need more. Because I think if you get people that video, you got yourself potential customers there. So let's check this out. So, Sharky Games Limited. Let's play some board games. We are Sharky Games based in the UK. We are passionate about board games and games in general. Our goal here is to produce and publish the best board games and of the highest quality they can possibly achieve. We hope to see you around and have fun gaming. For realsies, whoever made that video, you should set up a Fiverr and charge a lot of money. So, previous games. Okay, so they had Dead Throne, but then they also had Hungry Life. Canceled this, came back. Dead Throne Core Box and Language Packs. So what is this? So this was the original Dead Throne open world board game. Wow, it's 1 to 7 players. Now this main image, dang. Who decided, who was this? No, this looks way better. I want this game, and this is the better version of this game. Okay, but this one, it's out because people have played it, obviously. But this is the Core Box and Language Packs. Interesting. So let's check out Hungry Life. Make sure people got their stuff, got the game. Print and Play website, Print and Play. We have a great journey. Hungry Life delivery. Shipping has been our way for the past. So this was shipped in October of last year. We're good. 200 comments. Make sure people got their stuff. I've never seen my copy of the game. Month ago, they took care of it. 9 months ago, take care of it. Great customer service here. Fantastic. Do I want it? Yes. Yes, I do after the video, by the way. Can you do it? Yes. I feel good. See the customer service here. Yeah, that looks really good. Okay. And then this one didn't quite hit it. 3 times competitive, 4 times solo, 4 times co-op, discover and build scenarios. I don't know what that means. Okay. Anywho. Can you do it? Yes. Feel good. Keep it on. Keep it on. Let's go. Core box. So 1 to 7 players, 60 to 120 minutes to play. Complexity level 3. Could we blow this up a little bit? That's kind of hard to see. Designed to be fluid and natural for all levels of experience. 500 cards, 133 coin tokens, 49 life tokens, 25 card stands, 25 card standees, 7 custom dice, 6 medallion pieces, 6 region stones, 2 health, so like tons of components. And now hopefully there is a long, sexy scrolling shot as well, because I'd love to see all these fantastic components. Dead Throne is back. So what is this? So this is like an announcement video, okay? I don't feel like that's like why is this here? Like presumably I watched this video, and if I didn't watch that video, I probably don't want to watch this video. Dead Throne 2nd Edition, July 2022. So we got a review of it. I'd pull a quote from this. I'd always pull quotes. What did he say that he liked or she liked? Different language, awesome. Dead Throne is the open world adventure game with countless possibilities. Plays as descendants of the Queen's Old Guard of the mighty mage who sent his brother into the jaws of the dragon Agamor to fruitlessly claim the throne of Lyranir. Theme. Key features. With the scenarios that you can build and share on our website. That's cool. Open world sandbox style game, large modular map with 10 double-sided tiles, multiple options per turn, loads of game elements to interact with, massive map to explore. Okay, what you get. The core box contains all of the below components. Okay. 500 plus cards. Powerful enemies ready to tear you apart. I'd also like the price here as well. Like, why not price me? I feel like we should combine, this. Wait, yeah, I guess. No, I just, hit me with the price. Because I know it's probably going to be like, what, 120 or something? 500 cards, big tiles, some minis. I get it. Wow, that looks like a really awesome card. That looks like a card unlike any card I've seen in a game, and that gets me excited. Multiple side quests to complete, 1 or tackle alone. Set aside traps all over the land and foil your opponents. Merchants, relics, rings, rocks, and mages. This reeks, absolutely reeks of Passion Project, and I love that smell. All the cards, the box and card trays can support both normal and extra thick card sleeves. Great, mention that. It's fantastic. There are also 12 duck boxes to contain all the decks. Every card has a reference code on it for quick referencing and searchingly their translation on our website here. Shut up. What? Every card has a reference code on it for quick referencing and for searching their translation on their website here. Wow, I love this idea. Fantasy Flight Games, please steal this. Every Euro game maker out there, I don't care if it's going to dilute the theme a little bit, if there's a tiny little QR code on there, but if I can immediately QR code a card and then get frequently asked questions about that card, this is fantastic. Love this. It's just, wow, this idea right here makes me love this project because I want this in all board games pretty much that would need something like this. Because the bottom line is, you get there and it's like, is your question answered? Ask the question and then we'll fill it in. Maybe that's not going to help you right at this moment, but wow. That is such a cool, nifty idea. I love that. 130 coin tokens, 49 life tokens. I'd like to see the actual, are these actual metal? I think these are cardboard. I would just make that a little bit more apparent because I'm assuming they're cardboard. 2 double-sided health solo scenario boards, because I'm assuming the deluxe thing is going to have the metal ones. 10 hexagonal double-sided top map tiles. You said they're large. I'd like to know the dimensions. Centimeters, inches would be cool. Character standees, token, plus the market trade. Look at that. That looks great. Tuck boxes, thematic tuck boxes, no left. New core box rule book. Hopefully click here. Ooh, make it clickable. Love it. Absolutely love it. By the way, let me know in the comments below. You know what this blue thing is here? Blue tab group. Okay, never mind. That's the thing. I hit the wrong button and made that. So what do we got? We got the components. We got the setup. Looks solid. And I have high hopes for this just because I'm assuming there was tons of feedback from the original people that first saw this game. And in fact, I saw somebody on the Board Game Geek talking about how they had written their own quasi version of the rules to help people understand stuff. There's that, but you don't do that for a game you don't like. you do that and you're like, wow, this game has a lot of potential. It's just that, like, I like this. This gets me excited. I would read that, though. I would 100% read that before you back anything, though, to see if it's your kind of game. Now, granted, gameplay videos would be great as well. So we have the unboxing.
Now these decks have been...
Wow. Okay. Oh, and this is the actual... Nice. Oh, those are huge. Oh my gosh. And that's why we don't... That's why I feel like we don't say large. We say, 18 centimeters, 7 inches wide. I'm like, whoa! Because I will say, I do not feel like that tile size was conveyed to me in the video. Woo! Those are huge. Add-ons. In order to purchase an add-on, please select those deck boxes in there. Oh yeah, let's check those out. Yeah, those are them. Those look nice. Yeah, this looks really... Dang, this looks good. I will say, this entire campaign has thoroughly overwhelmed me. And I said it earlier, but it just keeps coming. I like it. I would like to know the price already. I feel like we're beating around the bush here. And in fact, we're getting to the add-ons. And I know it's over here, but if you're on iOS or on mobile, you don't see that price. So mention that price. Because I'm ready to spend. 60 centimeters, I'd also convert that to inches because I imagine the majority of the people here are from the United States of America. Yeah, 126. 7 card trays. So this is, I would convert the currencies as well. Dead Throne. What is this? Our miniature and cards trays add-on is the ultimate upgrade. Wait, so is there a deluxe version that I can also buy that includes these? Because these... So this is odd. Are they just making them as an add-on? And then there's, whoa, this thing, you just kind of threw this at me. Scenario pack. Wow, this kind of is unexpected. 11 new scenarios. It's fantastic. Don't get me wrong. I'm excited. 5 unique trackers. Night and day. Town stats. Wow. Those look great. 3 new tiles. Cards. Mini tiles. Whoa. Mini version of every tile. Front and back art used in claiming tiles. Randomly generate them and eliminating them. Fantastic. Markers. Rule book with all the mechanics of the trackers and components. And so this, I feel like this was not properly, I feel like this should have been in that video almost, or mentioned. What is this game's rating on BGG? It was in the 15,000 range. So there's the thing why I would highly recommend, as this is the second edition. Yeah, I don't know what the actual rating of, but I saw the number. I don't remember. Language pack. Story, Taniel, Rillick, Valid. So we're going into theme. We're going into theme about all these people. Wow. This is 56 pages? What in the hell is this? What is this? What? There's what? What? This one's 73 pages! What? There's a novel series around this. Dead Thrones is part of the World of Velis, a world of adventure, chaos, magic, and dark creatures. So far, 6 heroes have had their stories with 3 books of characters whose stories are hidden within the game. They will also be a book surrounding the event of Dead Thrones with another to conclude the saga. To jump deep into the world, and once again, I feel like this was in no way, shape, or form properly conveyed to me before now. I feel like it just kind of was sprung onto me. It's like, oh, there's an expansion? Oh, there's a, and then you're like, oh, there's not just an expansion. There's, hundreds of pages here of theme and story. So if you like the sound of this game, it is going to be quite literally dripping, oozing with theme. Wow. This is... Wow. Just befuddled at so how much there is in this. The artwork of the game is beautifully detailed from the rule booklet to tiles, from cards to boards. All the core art is almost fully compact thanks to our previous campaign. I'd also mention, with how much... Because that's the other thing. I think your artwork is really cool looking. And here's the bottom line. It's hard to do generic fantasy well. It really is, because generic fantasy is just done and done and done and done and overdone and overdone. And I feel like they did it really well. Ahoy there, new party. And so now I would mention how many unique pieces of art potentially. Mechanics. After release of the original, we received a lot of great feedback. We're always looking to move forward, and so we made some adjustments to the mechanic. We made the 4+ rule optional. It doesn't mean anything to me. We changed the number of items you can steal from 3 to 1. We rebalanced the market. We rebalanced the scrolls. Some of those powerful items are now guarded by the worst of the enemies. We also upgrade the entire rule booklet to make your adventure as smooth as possible. We must always listen to our backers and do it. So here's almost what I think this this campaign needs. And that's a personal touch. I would love to see the passion behind this, say, hey, this is my game. We put it out 4 years ago, and the rule booklet, we learned a lot. we absolutely we dropped the ball. We figured out that we dropped the ball in the rule booklet, and we listened to everyone who talked to us. And they were more than happy to talk to us, because if you look through some of the quotes we see on Board Game Geek, and I would spotlight some of those, we have people who are absolutely passionate about the game buried beneath those rules. And so now we're excited to announce the second edition with completely revamped, revitalized, rebalanced, yada, yada, yada. Then I don't know. Or maybe we say keep it at the end, because I already felt like the video was so well done. But I feel, and then maybe we mentioned somewhere in the fact that there's hundreds of pages of lore about these characters and the adventures you're going to go on. And it's just, what is this game? It's so insanely ambitious, and I love it. Core box setup.
Up their health board, which we'll go on to next.
Okay. All right. So we got moving. So this is like a how to play-esque. The above tutorial playlist goes through every aspect of how to play the game. It was built using the original, but the mechanics remains similar. Also, the mechanics from Video 2 to 10. Video 11 displays the first competitive solo mode. Cool. Love seeing this. Love having this here. Scenarios and Dead Throne are a major part of the experience with such a large world to explore. There are so many possibilities. You could try it on a tabletop simulator. Awesome. Review videos. The original and the core box share similar components. The only difference will be that the core box does not include the mechanical market, and the box itself is smaller. Okay. So we got a full gameplay of the original. That's fine.
Over here.
That is a big game. Dead Throne, unboxing. Okay. There's videos. Playing for the core prototype. Play tested. Love seeing that. At Essen. I've been there. Pretty sure that's at Essen. That looks like one of the back hallways. They always had the most interesting things back there. Or the back rooms. Because Essen is so fascinating to me. There's just these massive rooms. And if I recall correctly, they're all numbered. Look at that. Look at that. That just looks so good. Oh my gosh. I gotta zoom in. Nope, too far. Like, that looks so good set up over there. Like, that table appeal is just absolutely bananas. Looks great. All right, what are we at? 100%. Keep going. Why pledge? We need your help. It's your game too. Shipping. So we didn't actually mention the price at all. So I hate that. We don't, because there's always, in my opinion, there's three things that you need to convince every Kickstarter backer. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? And do I want it? Can you do it? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. How much is it, though? And here's the bottom line. I feel like you did such a good job on the can you do it, because when I see a game that's 15,000th getting reprinted, like, my radar just like, it starts going off like red flags ahoy. But I feel like you did such a good job convincing me otherwise, that you've really retooled it. Like, so what is the price? Let's check it out. I'm going to guess it's 120, 80, 90. Update pack for the original backers. This pledge is for anyone who backed our original campaign and wants to update all their cards to the new ones. So this is great. I love this. I only see 50 here, so that's a little bit surprising to me. I assume that would be higher. So 86 pledge manager access. And then you actually have the listed price of the things you can buy here. I actually really love that as well. That is beautiful. Why not convey information there? Clean, clear shopping. I can see it right there. That's a half-point grade bump up for me. Like, I've not... Some of the ideas that I've seen in this Kickstarter page, this is 2 new ones. I've done this segment like 100 and 200 times now. And I love the fact I'm still seeing new ideas. That's great. And I'm sure somebody else has done it. I just missed it. But that's great. Update pack the original backers. But then we got the Dead Throne core box. $72. Wow. That's a great price. And that, honestly, to me, that's a full point grade drop. Like, hiding this price, not having a price at all. Especially when the price is really good. I was talking $80 to $120. And you're about to spring 72 on me with 13 pounds shipping? That's not bad. This is going to bring me around to $87, $90, something like that. That seems like a perfectly reasonable price for the game that I'm getting here. So I think not mentioning the price here earlier, I think that's a bit of a misstep. I think a $72 price point, if you can properly convey to me, like, look at this box right here. Look, you've already conveyed to me how thick this box is, but I feel like a $72 price point for that box, that's really good. Like, that, I feel like that's a really good price point. In bulk to the USA, where fulfillment partners will dispatch each game, giving how shipping times. Do they mention VAT? That's the thing that I'm worried about. Shipping has been a major issue in the world in recent years. When you select your country, Kickstarter will... so I would mention the VAT. Please be aware that Q4 of the year is a very busy time for shipping and deliveries. Okay, got it. Sharky Games, people. We are three brothers who love imagining, playing, and creating games together. We live in 3 countries, travel over 20, and have accumulation of experience, allowing our imagination and our creativity with our games to take on some interesting paths. I see that. With everything else, this is done right, though. Still leaning to an A-. This has has been amazing. True, the price would have been great, but everything else is just spot on. Yeah, I agree. Like, this is just, there's so many well done things here. Then we have the Give Me Everything. 123. That comes with the core box, miniatures plus the card trays, and then the scenario pack. Is that the expansion? Was that the expansion? And now I'm really not liking the shopping area. Because I'm like, I have questions, and I'm scrolling. Here we go. It's a language pack. Yeah, this is the scenario pack. Okay. So I would mention this. And then the other thing is, I'm not a big fan of this either. You're kind of hiding, like, you have gameplay mixed in with premium upgrades, and I have to get, and I guess you did a well enough job with the add-ons. I'm not going to nitpick that too hard. Then we have the Dead Throne gift pack. You get 2 copies. Okay. Early bird core box at $60. Dang. And now I say to myself, did you have that listed here? Because I absolutely feel like that should have been $60 for that box on the first day. Are you kidding me? I imagine there would be a big chunk of people, if they would have saw this, once again, because this was 48th. I kind of had to search for this one. If they would have saw this and saw $60 on this thick of a game, I think a lot of people would have took a rider on that immediately. But I'm just guessing that not enough people got this to the front of their eyeballs. Because, like, look at that. $60 for this game? I don't back things on Kickstarter typically. Last time I did, I got burned. But I'm on here hours and hours a day sometimes. But I would potentially back that for 60 bones. Now, granted, it's 60 pounds, so it's more like 70 or something, but that's still a great price. Wow. Okay. But only 168 people took that. And that makes me wonder if that actually was on that main image. Man, that shopping area really... FAQ, not a big fan. It's just, how do scrolls work? What? That's weird. Just because of my questions, question number 10, I have to read through 10 to get 10 questions to get even to my question. And also, do you offer solo campaigns? Yes, there are 4 solo modes with some of the scenario pack and more to come. And so here's the thing. Was that mentioned? Like, that shouldn't really be an FAQ kind of thing. Like, I should know from your story, ideally, that I'm going to get numerous solo campaigns and co-op campaigns. And how long does the game take? I should know that right from the jump. Like on the main image. So, update. A fighting start. So, no comments, 10 hearts. No comments, 12 hearts. That's rough. That's really rough. And that shakes my faith a little bit in how many people actually were loving this game. Because hear me out. If people actually were loving this, they were excited, they come back to this. Day 1. Because the new upgrade pack, because the new rules, because the new what. They're going to be excited. I feel like they'd be talking about it. If someone took the time to write up different rules for the game, so no engagement here at all, which partially explains why we're sitting at 48th in popularity as well. I would 100% have asked people a question. I'm assuming you didn't do that here. Either that or people are just not interested in getting invested in the game. And then we do have to look at, one of the factors that I always look at when I go to a Kickstarter page is, why do I come back? Do I come back? Or do I just give you my money and then I'm gone? Kickstarter doesn't want that to happen. I mean, Kickstarter's happy when they get money, but ideally they want people spending time on Kickstarter. First 24 hours of this nearly month is done. We are halfway there. Thank you, everyone. The challenge you support during our campaign has been invaluable. No one get the word out better than you. No matter how much advertising or outreach, it will never compare to our backer support. For that reason, we want to create this challenge as a means of spreading the word and a chance to give back. The rewards: a copy of the core box, free paid minis or language pack of your choice. Wow, free scenario packs lasts until Tuesday, the July of 19th. You can share anywhere among friends, social media groups, page. You must provide evidence of either a backer that you sent that they quote your backer number. The person with the most engagement and backers sent to us wins. You must provide evidence of either a backer that you sent. They can quote your backer number in a message or social media engagement on your post or shares. So I like the fact that they're doing that, but it doesn't seem like it's the most me-friendly, like customer-friendly. Like it's like, oh, I gotta make, yeah, if you back this, can you give me your, it's not a huge deal. It's just, I wonder if there's a cleaner way of doing this. And that's it. Spreading the word, talking to friends, and asking questions. Here's the only way of the campaign. Please, if you have any suggestions on your local groups, pages, placed online, they would reach out to them. Please let us know in the comments. So they did actually ask a question. Hey, do you have any idea of how we could spread this? Okay. So they're just deaf ears. A new week has begun. Every day we have surpassed our daily requirements to fund and have been passing milestones along the way. Your continued support has allowed this to happen, but the campaign has only begun. We still have over 3 weeks to go, and we can go so much further. Every day we welcome new members to the Dead Throne community, and so grateful for all of you. We're simple with three brothers. Please reach out if you have questions. Okay. Check out the comments. Give this one a grade. Hey, hello, Super Brothers. I hope the solo mode will be as good as in multi and with a big rate of courage. Yeah, so someone who liked the original. I found something strange when updating your pledge. According to Kickstarter, the miniatures card trade's pledge level has a pledge value of 21 plus 0 shipping. So far, all good, but then we reread the scenario pack along with the pledge. Yeah, so yes, unfortunately, that was a stupid mistake on our part. The miniatures and card trays included items that shouldn't be in there. We have content. Oh. Okay. So, just a technical snafu. We're smashing through our daily requirement to fund. Let's not give up now. So they're in here, they're churning it, they're getting engaged. I do like that. This one, final grade with them. Do I want? Yes. I feel like the video was really well done. You got me excited about the game. Can you do it? I feel comfortable. Despite the fact that the original game was 15,000. It's ranked 15,000. That seems so weird to me. But I believe that they're so passionate about this project that they listened and they fixed and they fixed and they tweaked. Because the bottom line is, you don't write hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pages of lore about your world and your characters if you really don't want this to be like an amazing game. B+, that's about where I'm going as well. How much is it? That's where I feel like this one really drops the ball. The shopping area was just not pleasant in any real way, shape, or form. And it's not, I guess I should say it's almost non-existent. Well, it's not non-existent, but they talk about the add-ons. But we don't have a clear pledge breakdown. I feel like me as a consumer, if I see the first pledge is you doing your backers good. You got pledge manager access, clean and clear. And then I got update packs for the original backers at $12. You're not extorting me here. You clearly just want to get these out to people. So that's great. I see that. I see goodwill. I love it. And then we get to the $72 core box. That's a great price. And I'm imagining this in my head after I go through the long, sexy scrolling shot of components, which I don't like. This is it. This is it. And I feel like this is great. Like if I see this on day one and it's 60 something bucks, like I would like snatch up City. And then even at $72. And there's the other thing. I go back to that main image. The shopping area and the main image, I think, are just so lackluster. Dead Throne 2nd Edition open world experience filled with adventures. That sounds so generic, and it looks so generic. And everything about this game does look generic. It looks like generic fantasy, as I mentioned. But they did everything so well that I want to play it. But I don't feel like this main image really gets me excited about the game. And that's so surprising, too, when you go back and look at the old main image and you're like, wow, that looks really good. Like, I want to know what the hell's going on here. I want to see these massive tiles. So yeah, the shopping section for me, and then the other thing, yeah. So I think I am going to B+ as well. But I will say, 2 things that I pulled from this that I want to see going forward. I love them. One for Kickstarter, one for board games in general. Putting the price of your add-ons right here. Now, granted, that could be dicey because once you put that in there, you cannot modify it at all. You can't change anything, which means if you put on more add-ons, you won't be able to list it. But then you could also put and more add-ons potentially to come soon, or something like that. And people would understand. I think they'd understand why. And then the other one is, just the fact that there's going to be a little code on each card, a little way on each card that you can just get out your phone and you can get a reference for that specific card. That idea is so beautiful. That's such a fantastic idea. That would be so good in so many games. Like Euro gamers, Euro gaming creators, take note. I want that in future games. That'd be beautiful. But final grade for me, B+. Let me know in the comments below what's your final grade for Dead Throne 2nd Edition. And if this looks like it might be your cup of tea, be sure to check this one out. Give them some love. I'd love to see this one funded. Honestly, though, I feel like if it does relaunch, just getting more eyeballs on this day one, maybe looking into some advertised Board Game Geek, something like that. So I don't know what they did, but I feel like with that price point, I would expect there to be more people that would have been jumping on board the first day. But let me know in the comments below what's your final grade. And as always, if you're enjoying the content, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below, as I'm close to reaching 10,000 subscribers, which is my goal for my 10-year anniversary of making YouTube content. Bye-bye.